welcome to Telugu Academy. In today's AP Geography, looking to the district of Prakasam. So already we have learned about the Prakasam district, how it's carved from other districts like Krishna, Kurnool and Nellore. So in other further details about the Prakasam district, like natural resources and like tourist places and other important personalities about this Prakasam district. So what are the natural resources of the district? So we have already seen like natural resources means rivers, hills, minerals, other crop types. These are all the natural resources of any particular area or region. Coming to natural resources of the Prakasam district, like coming to hills, the important hill ranges in the district are the picturesque Nallamalas and the Veligondas, which separate the district from Kurnool and Kadapa districts. So, this Prakasam district particularly, if coming to the hillock regions, it has Nallamalas and Veligonda. Nallamala hills and Veligonda hills, which particularly separates Kurnool and Kadapa districts. So, this district has this unique feature of separating these two districts with the hills of Nallamalas and Veligonda hills. The Nallamalas consist of a range of unbroken, rugged and fairly steep hills with an average elevation of about 620 meters above sea level. So covering an area of 113 kilometers length and 32 kilometers width in north-south direction. Have we seen that Nallamalas are the stretch of hills like in these regions. So these Nallamalas cover nearly 113 kilometers length. In lengthwise they cover in this district for about 113 kilometers, and widthwise they cover 32 kilometers of width. In which direction? In north-south direction of this Prakasam district. So, what is the highest point, how much is the highest elevation point of these Nallamala hills in this Prakasam district is 620 meters above sea level. How much? 620 meters above sea level. That too they are unbroken rugged chain of hills. Mean they are continuous chain of hills. There are something like this. There are unbroken chain of hills, continuous chain of hills. So highest peak is about 620 meters above sea level. The Nallamalas cover the mandals of which mandals or which particular regions of Prakasam district do come under this Nallamala hills. They are Giddaluru, Markapur, Ardhaveedu, Kambam, Yerragondapalam and the boundary between Giddaluru Forest Division on the east and Kurnool district divisions on the west. So it covers nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 mandals. We can say roughly they cover 6 mandals because Giddaluru Forest Division and they separate Kurnool and Prakasam district. We have already seen they separate Kurnool and Prakasam and Kadapa also. So they cover mandals of Giddaluru, Markapur, Ardhaveedu, Kambam and Yerragondapalam, and apart from that the forest area of Giddaluru on the east side and Kurnool district on the west side. So these are the mandals which passes through, from which Nallamala ranges passes through these mandals. Next, there are 2 passes in the Nallamalas. What is a pass? Pass is a gap. Pass is a pathway, or pass is a opening between continuous chain of hills. Suppose we have seen already, we have came to know that these are unbroken chain of hills, means they are not here and there, they are continuous chain of hills. So definitely there should be some pathway, there should be some path or should be some opening, small opening to cross from this way to that, from here to that side. So that's the reason there are 2 major passes. If these are the Nallamalas, So there is a small opening from here. So like that, in this Nallamala hills of Prakasam district, what are the Nallamalas present in the Prakasam district? They do have two passes. Passes means a pathway between mountain ranges, two mountain ranges or two mountain hills. So they are namely Nandi Kanuma and Mambala Kanuma. So what are the passes? What are the two main passes in Nallamala's ranges of Prakasam district are Nandi Kanuma and Nalla Kanuma. Suppose if this is Nandi Kanuma and we can say this pathway is Manbala Kanuma. Manbala Kanuma. So what are the if they can put the question in this way, what are Nandi Kanuma and Mambala Kanuma like places called as? What are the importance of Nandi Kanuma and Mambala Kanuma? So they are passes in Nallamala, or they are the highest peaks of Nallamala ranges, or they are the interiors of Nallamala, or the tribal habitated places of Nallamala. So options could be something like this. So answer is one, like that is, they are the passes between Nallamala ranges, particularly in Prakasam district. So the Nandi Kanuma forms the main artery of communication between Kurnool and Bellary districts on the west, and later connects Dornala, Yerragondapalam and Markapur on the east, and Atmakuru of Kurnool district of the west. So okay, already we came to know that Nandi Kanuma and Manbala Kanuma are the passes. Okay, they connect which places? If they are the passes in the Nallamala districts, Nallamala ranges of Prakasam district, so they connect which areas or which places or which regions? So Nandi Kanuma connects, it's between Kurnool district and Bellary of Karnataka. So this is a pathway or gateway for Kurnool and Kurnool district and Bellary of Karnataka. Bellary is a district in Karnataka. So it connects Kurnool and Bellary in Kurnool of Andhra Pradesh and Bellary in Karnataka. And on the western side, west means, if see, this is a hill. Obviously any place will be having all four directions. So east, west, north, south. So it is on the western side. And next coming to Manbala Kanuma. Manbala Kanuma connects Dornala. It connects a place called Dornala, Yerragondlapalam and Markapur on the east, and Atmakuru of Kurnool district on the west. Means three the mandals of Prakasam are connected with Kurnool district by this Manbala Kanuma. So Manbala Kanuma connects Dornala, next is Yerragondlapalam and Markapur on the eastern, and Atmakuru of Kurnool district. So it connects two districts. They connect two districts, and this what do you call this? Nandi Kanuma connects with one district and even with another state also. So as one goes towards Addanki Mandal from the side of Narsaraopeta in Guntur district, the hill fortress of Kondaveedu are seen perched on the Kondaveedu hill ranges. So while travelling from Narsaraopeta, that is in Guntur district, to Addanki on the highway or like towards by road, so we can see the hill fortress. Hill fortress means a fort, a castle on the hilltop that is called Kondaveedu, or seen on the perched of the Kondaveedu hill range. On which regions? That is particularly on Kondaveedu hills. There is a fort situated on the Kondaveedu hills. That fort is called as Kondaveedu fort. The portions of Veligonda stand prominently as two continuous parallel ranges of fairly steep hills and running in a north-south directions with a wide valley between. The watershed of the eastern ranges of hills forms the boundary between Giddaluru and Kanigiri mandals. So the portions of Veligonda, we have already seen Prakasam district has two hill ranges. One is Nallamala range and another one is Veligonda range. So already we have seen Nallamala range. So they cover these many mandals and they do have two passes, Nandikanuma and Manbala Kanuma. They connect two districts and one state. That too, they have the highest range of nearly 620 meters peak, highest peak. And next one is they are 113 kilometers length and 32 kilometers in width. So we have we have learned about one range of Nallamala in Prakasam district. Now coming to other range, that is Veligonda range. So the portion of Veligonda stands prominently as two continuous parallel ranges of, see, Nallamalas are continuous ranges, unbroken chain of hills. But Veligonda ranges are, no, there are parallel ranges. They are something like this. Nallamala run in a stretch. They are lengthwise. They run in a lengthwise. But Veligonda ranges are in a parallel, same, something like a train track. Imagine train track, rendu pattalu untayi kada, so rails, that tracks. So even Veligonda ranges are also parallel ranges. They run in parallels. Two continuous parallels, that too, not unbroken, two continuous parallels of fairly steep hills running in a north-south direction with wide valleys in between. Obviously, so they have the somewhat the highest peaks, and even because of their parallel ranges, they form two they form steep valleys also. See, if a continuous ranges, imagine this is the, see, if two parallel ranges are running like this. So obviously there will be a valley in between here. In Indian geography we have seen that in between Narmada and Tapi, in between Satpura ranges and Vindhya ranges, there is in between the valley, that is a rift valley, that is the Narmada river flows. Like that only, so Veligonda ranges run in a parallels, that too in unbroken. Because of their structure or formation, they make steep hillsides and valleys too. So they run between north to south direction. They run in north to south direction. So watershed of the eastern range of hills forms the boundary between Giddaluru and Kanigiri mandals. Watershed, this part area of eastern ranges form the boundary between Giddaluru and Kanigiri mandals. The water from these hills drain in the northerly directions into Gundlakamma river. The water from these hill ranges only drains into, they part the northern canal or northern tributary of Gundlakamma river. Whatever the water comes from these ranges, Veligonda ranges, from the north direction, particularly from the north direction, they merge with Gundlakamma coming from the north side, coming from the north direction. So that was the hills about the Prakasam district. Those are the hill ranges. One is Nallamala hills, other one is Veligonda hills. Nallamalas are continuous unbroken chain of hills. Veligonda ranges are unbroken parallel ranges of hills. So Nallamala has two famous passes. We have known that they are continuous chain of hills. That means that there are no breakages in between, but also they do have two passes, two entries for the communication or for the transportation from here to there. That's it. So that is Nandikanuma and Manbala Kanuma. Nandikanuma connects Kurnool and next in Bellary of Karnataka, and Manbala Kanuma connects with Kadapa districts with Giddaluru. Now coming to the sea coast. What is the length of the sea coast there? It runs from which place? We have seen Prakasam district is also a coastal district. It is one of the 9 coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh. So obviously one side, eastern boundary is covered with Bay of Bengal. So next is sea coast. The district has 1 or 2 kilometers coastline covering it has 102 kilometers of coastline. Means it's a very big stretch of coastline covering which places? Chirala, Vettapalam, Chinnaganjam, NG-Padu, Ongole, Kottapatnam, Tangutur, Singarayakonda, Ulvapadu and Gudluru mandals. So which mandals cover this sea coast? What are the sea coast areas of Ongole district, Prakasam district or Chirala, Vettapalam? Vettapalam is a very famous place. In spite of being it's a small place, it has a very big library. Vettapalam library is one of the oldest one. It's in a very big library. Apart from that, cashews are very famous. Vettapalam cashews are very famous. So okay, just coming to the subject. So Chirala, Vettapalam, Chinnaganjam, NG-Padu, Ongole, Kottapatnam, Tangutur, Singarayakonda, Ulvapadu and Gudluru mandals cover on these ranges of the sea coast or the coastal mandals. Some mandals have beaches and important among them are Wadrevu of Chirala mandal. So Wadrevu of Chirala mandal is one of the famous beaches of Prakasam district. Next, Motupalli of Chinnaganjam mandals. So Motupalli of Chinnaganjam mandal, Kottapatnam and Ramayapatnam of Ulvapadu mandals. So Odre of Chirala mandal, Motupalli of Chinnaganjam mandal, Kottapatnam and Ramayapatnam of Ulvapadu mandals are the famous beaches of Prakasam district. So this is the sea coast of this particular Prakasam district. It has how much? 102 kilometers of sea ranges. These are the Chirala, Vettapalam, Chinnaganjam, NG-Padu. These are the coastal mandals which are on the coastal side of the facing the Bay of Bengal. Chirala beach is also very famous. One of the famous beaches of Prakasam district. Next, coming to soil types existing in the district. So what kind of soils this district do have? They are red loamy, black cotton and sandy loams are the predominant soils in the district, forming red loamy of 51%, black cotton 41% and sandy loam only 6% respectively over the total area of the district. So total area of Prakasam district is covered with three major types of soils, three predominant types of soils. One is red loamy, other one is black soil and the last but not least one is sandy loamy. So we have known that even Prakasam is also famous for cotton. So because it means that it says that it does have black cotton soil. Only in black cotton soil cotton is grown. Cotton for the suitable soil for the cotton cultivation is black cotton. It has nearly 41% of black cotton and the major one is red loamy soil. The black cotton soil is widely prevalent in 16 mandals of Ongole division. So black cotton soil is prevalent in which mandals? How many mandals? 16 mandals, means in all these 16 mandals cotton is abundantly grown, cotton is cultivated. So the red loams are predominant in parts of Kandukuru and Markapur divisions, largely covering 19 mandals. So red loams cover how many mandals? Parts of Kandukuru and Markapur divisions, largely covering 19 mandals of Prakasam district. So sandy loam is prominently exists in the mandals of Chirala, Vettapalam, Chinnaganjam and Ulvapadu, where cashew plantation and casuarina are being widely grown because of suitability of soil. We know that Vettapalam cashew is very famous because of the soil type. Which soil it does have sandy loams are favorable soil, favorable conditions for cultivating or growing cashew and casuarina. So that's the reason Vettapalam has Chirala and Vettapalam has cashews. Chinnaganjam and Ulvapadu regions has sandy loamy. That's the reason they are very famous for cashew growing. That too very fine first quality cashew. So these are the soil types existing in Prakasam district. Depending on the soil type, their cultivational or cropping and vegetation or food habits are dependent. So next coming to climate and rainfall. Okay, if you have best variety of soil, but climate and rainfall is also equally important to cultivation or agriculture. So climate and rainfall. In the district, the sea breeze renders the climate moderate both in winter and summer seasons in the coastal areas of the district. So this is a coastal district. For that reason, obviously all the coastal mandals have moderate climate in winter and summer because of this sea breezes. What is sea breeze does? No, they keeps the temperature cool, so that it keeps the temperature by evening, whatever the temperature in the morning, but by evening the temperature totally becomes moderate and becomes cool. But in the hinterland areas it is not so. It is not so. So in the district, the sea breeze renders the climate moderate both in winter and summer seasons in coastal areas of the district. In the non-coastal areas of the district, the heat in the summer is severe, especially in the tracts of upland areas and adjoining hills. So this is a part of even dry area. It has some features of like dry area like Rayalaseema climate. So that in hinterland, that is non-coastal mandals, their climates or weather is very severe. Just like Guntur and Vijayawada, very severe climates means hotter climates all the time. Especially in summers it is very severe, especially that too in the hinterlands, in the uplands and the adjoining hills. So only moderate climate can be seen only in the coastal districts, coastal mandals of this district. The normal maximum minimum temperature recorded in the districts are 33.7 and 24.1 respectively. So the average temperature of this district is 33.1 and maximum is 33.7, minimum is 24.1. So this is the average temperature. That too, it can varies. It can change from mandal to mandal or region to region. The maximum temperature is usually recorded in the months of April, May and June. All these 3 months, the maximum temperature, maximum heat is seen in the months of April, May and June. So now coming, that was the temperature of Prakasam district. Now coming to the rainfall. So how much rainfall is received by this Prakasam district? The district receives its rainfall mostly and predominantly from southwest as well as northeast monsoon, whose normal rainfall is 383.3 millimeters and 396.7 millimeters respectively. This is one of the district, we have to remember that this is one of the district of AP apart from Nellore which receives maximum rainfall not only from the southwest monsoon but northeast monsoon. Northeast monsoon means what? Retreat of monsoon. When monsoon so we all know that monsoon touches India it touches first southwest monsoon. Southwest monsoon touches India on the 1st June of every year to the Malabar coast or Kerala coast. It enters India through Malabar coast on 1st June. So after that, maximum because of Western Ghats, so maximum rain, maximum downpour is seen in the coastal areas of Kerala and Karnataka and Maharashtra. After that, they enter into the hinterlands of the Indian peninsula. From there, they reach all over the India, and even in the parts of Andhra Pradesh, and again they drain everything whatever they bought. They drain whatever the rain they bought with them, and they travel through on the Bay of Bengal, and they reach northeast. Because of Himalayas, because of the magnanimous gigantic Himalayas, they take a U-turn. They cannot pass through Himalayas, so that's the reason these clouds take a U-turn and come back to, again they come on the hinterland of the India, and this is called the retreat of the monsoon. At this point, one state which receives much rainfall from the retreat of with the northeast monsoon, that is Tamil Nadu, receives maximum rainfall. Apart from that, Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, our own Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, because it is adjacent border to the Tamil Nadu district, it also receives maximum rainfall. And even Ongole also receives rainfall from the northeast monsoon. So this is the phenomena. So whatever rain comes from these clouds, or it is called southwest monsoon. Once it has done with the rain and it starts travel coming from northeast, that is called northeast monsoon or retreat of the monsoon. So this particular Ongole district, it's being in the adjacent of Tamil Nadu, Nellore district. So it also receives rainfall from this northeast monsoon. These are the very few places which receives rainfall from the northeast monsoon. One state is Tamil Nadu, other districts are like parts of Nellore and parts of Prakasam district. See, that's what they say here. The district receives rainfall mostly and predominantly from southwest monsoon. So almost all of the India receives rainfall from the southwest monsoon only. So India is drained with which monsoon means southwest monsoon. Maximum, I am saying maximum land of India is drained with southwest monsoon. So, and as well as northeast monsoon, whose normal rainfall is, see in this district's case, it is from southwest monsoon, it receives only 383.3 millimeters of rainfall, but northeast monsoon, that is a retreat of monsoon, it receives nearly 393.7 millimeters respectively. It means that this is one of the districts which is benefited from the northeast monsoon or retreat of the monsoon, unlike all other districts or states of India. So that was the rainfall of the Prakasam district, and it receives maximum rainfall from which monsoon? From northeast monsoon, not from southwest monsoon, from the northeast monsoon. Next, coming to forestry. How much land covered is there? What kind of, which areas do cover these forests? What type of forest they do have? The total forest area in the district accounts for nearly 4,61,983 hectares, forming 26.2% of the total geographical area. How much? It covers nearly 26, means the green cap or the green cover or green umbrella of Prakasam district is 26.2% of the total area of this particular district. If it is converted into hectares, means it is nearly 4,61,983 hectares of area is covered under forest. The famous Nallamala forest is formed mainly in Giddaluru, Komarolu, Raycharla, Ardhaveedu, Yerragondlapalam, Pullala Cheruvu and Dornala mandals. So we already seen it has dense forests like Nallamala and Veligonda forest. This district particularly have. This Nallamala covers Giddaluru, Komrolu, Recharla, Ardhaveedu, Yerragondlapalam, Pullal Cheru and Donala mandals. In the coastal areas, orchids are abundantly grown with casuarinas and cashew plantations. So, coastal areas being sandy loamy, it has sandy loamy type of soil. So, they grow cashew and casuarina. Apart from that, orchids are also grown or encouraged in this particular coastal areas because of the soil they do have. According to records, the Nallamala forest was home to wildlife and tiger population. Everybody knows that Nallamala is a dense forest and it has tiger reserve. So that is a homeland for many wildlife and even tigers also. Almost if you travel in the Nallamala forest region or area in the night times particularly, so now and then you will get to spot a tiger on the roads. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.